Hey there, what's up again, YouTubers? So, filming myself again, and after pretty much having stayed awake for the whole night. Though, yeah, I tried to to go to bed early at around after I watched some ASMR vids and some other videos that contained Baliat and Suka and the Youth Walumat. Then I tried to fall asleep. Yes, I suppose I did fall asleep at around 3 a.m. 3 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And then all of a sudden I woke up at around nearly 5 a.m. and then I took a leak and pretty much then stayed awake. Have been trying to stay awake until now. Yeah. And yes, of course, I kind of intoxicated myself with some more Japanese black coffee, of course, which contains no carbohydrates whatsoever. Yeah, and in the meantime, trying to remain as productive as I can. Yeah, though not. I don't suppose I have remained hopeful, or I should say sufficiently hopeful in the most recent days. All things considered, but I do feel highly grateful, or I should say somewhat grateful, for having managed to improve, to increase the number of subscribers of my channel to below to several subscribers short of 250 to 255. Yeah. So I suppose that I can call it a progress made, some progress made. Yeah. But I haven't been able to gather more number of patrons. Yeah, so that made me kind of demoralized, and on the other hand, I've tried I tried to find myself some more time to begin some preparations, for studying in Europe, in countries such as Belgium and France. Yeah, as you can see, I've been learning some basic French. Yeah, so I hope that would suffice to sustain me. Assuming I do manage to reach Europe, to reach Belgium or France and whatnot. Yeah, so things outside still don't seem so well. People tend to get edgy. They tend to get on edge so easily. I can see that. I can see the worries, the depression, and frustrations, right, into my grandma's eyes and facial expressions, which evidently indicates that she is now full of worries and depression and frustrations, and maybe also a bit of panicking, plus anxieties, undoubtedly, and not being not being able to get back on my feet on my own, leave alone, or not to mention, helping my grandma get back on her feet. Though I ordered some takeaway meals for my grandma for lunch, so that we can have lunch. We can have lunch together, unlike the previous several weeks. When I just had my circadian rhythm completely degenerated and messed up while she ate, while I hibernated while she ate lunch and breakfast. But today has been quite different, though I can't say wholly different, since I have had similar experiences in the past, where I tried so hard to reset my circadian rhythm, and in just maybe 2 or 3 days, it then all completely reverted, and or got reverted by my filthy flesh and nasty mind. Yeah, so that's a disgrace. Yeah. Perhaps it could also indicate that I might not have too much time, since I worry that I might have some problems with my liver, since I looked up some information online, saying a messed up circadian rhythm could suggest one might have some sort of blockage or inflammation on the bladder, and therefore on the liver. It's quite terrifying. Maybe I shouldn't have looked up such information online, but sometimes we just can't help but start panicking. Yeah, it's just part of human nature. Ever since the fall, ever since the fall of Eve and Adam, every human individual all suffer or struggle with sins, with fear, with fear of death, fear of losing jobs, statuses, place to live, love, and admiration from partners, from spouses, lovers, concubines, etc. Yeah, so it's just it's bound to happen, I suppose, pretty much to each and every person of my age. I'm not sure if I made an accurate statement about my peers throughout the whole world, but it's just I just reached such conclusion by observing my own circadian rhythms over time, again and again, and then I figured I should make a video while I wait for the takeaway food to arrive at the doorstep. Yeah, so I suppose I tried my best to remain as productive and hopeful as I can. Nevertheless, yeah, I tried plenty of things, new things. I try to work outside my comfort zone. Of course, in terms of how much or I should say how many instances of verbal conversations I have with people. With people I utterly have no idea about. Such as by making cold calls, by gathering phone numbers on social media, on classified ads sites such as Gumtree. Yeah, so I hope I have been doing enough to to make myself remain productive and hopeful, and I also hope I have done enough to please God. If I don't receive any rewards from Him, so long as I get to go to heaven to meet Him and live with Him in eternity, that will suffice for me. Yeah, amen. So yeah, I hope you guys have had a better day than I am. Stay tuned, stay put, stay safe, and have faith. Cheers. Bye bye.